Barbara, way to go. Barbara, Barbara, good job. You know what? He's an eater. Right now, let me show you how I'm going to fillet the fish, the walleye that we caught, and then we're going to enjoy them, and we're probably going to bake them in this recipe. So here we go. We've got a sharp knife. First cut is just behind the gill plate, and we do have electric knives, but I'm old school, so I like to use just a standard fillet knife. It's important that it's sharp, and it's important that it has some bend. You see how there's some bend to that? I'll get to that in a minute to show you how important the bend is. So the first cut is down along the vertebrae. I'm trying to make sure that I lose as little meat as possible on the vertebrae. So you can see it's almost going to be transparent. So let me just move it up here. I'm going to go right along the rib cage. The only bones that are going to be left in this fillet are the T-bones. The T-bones are the bones that run down along the lateral line. The lateral line is right here. So it's actually a sense that the fish uses to detect movement underwater. So I'm going to go like that, and like that. And so I'm leaving the ribs on the rib cage. And I'm not going too far down on the belly, just where the belly starts. You can see that white filament, the tissue there. There's one nice fillet. Right now, remove the skin. So I'm going to go like this. Some people leave the fillet attached to the head and the body so that they've got something to hold on to, but I'm using my nail. I don't have any long nails. This is where the flex of the knife is important. And I'm going down. You can see I'm trying to save. I've got the knife at an angle so that I'm going right along the skin because I want to save all that delicious meat. Okay, so there's one fillet. So that's totally boneless. So we split the fillet, and that's okay. So because we're going to be cooking these fish pretty soon, fresh, I can clean them properly. So then, again, no bones. Bones right here. Let's see if this one will come off the way it's supposed to. All in one strip. This one's coming off much better. Look at that. Look at that. That's clean, no bones. There's the strip with the Y bones again. If you can see through the air, this is all a little strip of bones here. It's not an easy way to do it. That's perfect. Now I'm going to do this to the rest of the fish. And you know what? They're going to be boneless, fresh, and delicious to eat. Okay, let's go cook them up. We had a lot of fun catching those nice Lake Erie walleye. You can see they're all cleaned. The fillets are cut in half. They've been deboned. And we have a nice selection of Outdoor Flavors. These are the seasonings. And we have the coatings over here. And this morning we're going to do something a little bit special. We're going to be using the Greek Gourmet, and we're going to be doing them like pies. And we're going to do them in an air fryer. So there's the two pie plates. Let's get going. I love eating fish, and I love eating saltwater fish, freshwater fish, but one of my favorite in freshwater is walleye. And I'm sure a lot of you love walleye too. So what I've done is taken the fish that we've caught from Lake Erie, and you can see that I've had them sitting on a paper towel, on toweling here. And what I've done is taken the fillets and I've cut them in half so that they'll fit better in our pie plates. But the first thing we're going to do before we put them in the air fryer and bake them with that convection heat is we're going to coat them in avocado oil, then put the seasonings on and let it sit for a little bit. Then we're going to put them in the air fryer, and then we're going to cook them up and enjoy them. Let's get at it. We're going to take each piece of the fish, and you can see that there's not a lot of avocado oil. This is just to make it a little bit moister. You can see that avocado oil shimmering there. And also so that the seasoning adhere better to the fish. So what we're going to do is we're going to use two of these pie plates, aluminum ones. You know what I love about fish is that they're so fast and easy to cook. And if they're served boneless, even little kids can enjoy them. So you can see that they're not too wet because we let them sit on the toweling that's there. So I'm just going to split these fish up. So there's some here and some in the other plate. Okay, there we go. Now we're ready to do the coating. And today we're going to be using the Greek Gourmet, which is one of my favorite. And I'm going to just sprinkle it on. And I'm going to make sure that I coat both sides of the fish. So I'm actually going to use a large part of it because I want to get all that flavor for it to come out. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to flip the fish over. You know, walleye is a pretty mild fish, so I don't like to season it too much. So we're just going to flip this over a little bit. I can smell the seasoning. It smells so good. Sprinkle some more on. Just enough. There. Take my second plate and do the same thing. I'm not sure what's all in there. I think it's oregano, some paprika, some really nice tasting stuff. You know, I usually stick my finger in whatever seasonings I'm using to taste it first. And I'll tell you what, this tastes delicious. So let me just go like that, like that, like that. And what I'm going to do now is really get in there. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Look what I'm doing. I'm tossing it. You see that nice color that you see right there? So we want to make sure that it's got the color on both sides. And it's pretty well done. I'm going to spread these out so that they're not crowded. I'm going to do the same with the other plate. Just like tossing salad, like tossing fish, to make sure it gets those flavors. Perfect. And now we're going to let them sit for about, I'm going to say about 10 minutes, just to make sure that all the flavors go into the fish. And then we can start cooking. The fish have been sitting for about 15-20 minutes. They've soaked in some of the delicious Outdoor Flavor seasoning. Now we're ready to put them in the air fryer. We're using the Big Boss air fryer, even though we're not frying the fish. You can see this one has two nice trays. One on the bottom, one on top. So we're putting our fish. Can you see how nice that looks? Look at nice color. And we're going to put the top on, just like that. And we're going to set it for about, I'm going to say 30, maybe about 25 minutes. Okay. And it's set at 350. That's the temperature. We're going to snap that down and we're going to start cooking. You can probably hear the fryer going. So they're called air fryers because of the convection heat. So there's a fan that's pushing that heat around. Okay. So it's going both to the bottom and to the top. Okay, now we got to just be patient and wait. Time's up. We've done the cooking. Let's check to see what the fish looks like. Oh my goodness. That looks perfect. I can't wait to try it. Doesn't that look delicious? And like hardly any mess. We've cooked it outside. There's the air fryer. I'm going to wash it, but there's hardly any mess. And aluminum plates. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go for a cheek first. Okay. That's amazing. Just amazing. You talk about organic fish. Delicious walleye. Look at that meat. So tender. Beautiful. Outdoor Flavor seasoning. Amazing on baked fish. Whether you do them in the oven with convection heat or you do it in an air fryer, that's amazing. You got to try some. What a great way to prepare fresh walleye in a healthy way by baking them in an air fryer. Yeah.